Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Meghan Markle reportedly feels genuinely hurt by the feud with the royals and wishes for a sit-down with the royal family to discuss the issues. However, this desire for reconciliation is not reciprocated by the other side, which is currently unwilling to consider such a meeting. Former royal butler Grant Harold, who once worked for King Charles, believes that too much damage has been done for the relationship to return to what it once was. Harold explained, "Harry caused damage and broke down trust. It's difficult when you're a future monarch." He suggests that the only way the Sussexes might be reintegrated into the royal fold is if Harry issues a public apology for the hurt caused by his memoir, Spare. Harry is said to be willing to just move on, but Meghan is not. A source told The Express, "Harry is more willing to move on. Let's just say that." It's not a case of Meghan being difficult. She genuinely feels hurt and would like some kind of sit down to hash things through. But that's not something the other side is willing to consider at this time. Harry and Meghan are expecting an apology, and so are senior members of the royal family. It's got to the point now where both sides can't see where they've gone wrong, and there's no meeting in the middle. It's a stalemate. Sky News host Rita Panahi is not a fan of Meghan's upcoming cooking show, saying, "Meghan Markle has just wrapped up filming on a new cooking and home show for Netflix, a show which has yet to receive a formal title or air date as part of Sussex's $100 million deal and was filmed at a property near the Montecito Mansion in Los Angeles. It's apparently going to focus on the joys of cooking, gardening, entertaining, and friendship. And I've got to say, it sounds bloody awful." She then asked Kinsey Schofield, "Will you be hate watching this so I don't have to?" Kinsey replied, "I was looking forward to a recap, but if I have to be the one to take the hit, I'll do it. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's crucial that this is a success, Rita. As you know, Harry and Meghan's only commercial hit so far has been their Harry and Meghan docuseries, which was basically just hours and hours of them ripping into the British royal family. They've released Live to Lead, which was an absolute flop. Next up was Heart of Invictus. No one tuned in, so it's very important that Meghan's show or Harry's polo programs see similar numbers to their Harry and Meghan docuseries, or they risk losing that Netflix gig." Rita laughed at the failed projects and said, "And the one thing that has worked was awful. It was a reality series. It wasn't a documentary. It was a boring reality series. It was a poor man's Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I had to watch that. I had to take one for the team, and I don't want to ever have to do that again." Here at Palace Intrigue, we look forward to recapping Meghan's cooking show, reviewing her dog biscuits, and if she ever puts an episode of a new podcast out, we'll review that too. Talk TV presenter Christo Falfus told Kinsey Schofield, "Whether it be biscuits, whether it be rosé, whether it be a podcast that failed, whether it's being the CEO of an eco-travel firm while taking private jets, they will literally do anything for money. Spare is one of Harry's most successful ventures from a monetary point of view, from a worldwide publicity point of view. Whether that is good or bad publicity is another matter. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about a sequel. Well, Jenny Bond, a very well-respected royal expert, says that she believes Harry does not want to write another book. Not because of the lack of monetary value, but because it would be absolutely the final nail in the coffin between him and his family. There would be no going back from this. This would be it." Palace Intrigue will be right back. By the way, Palace Intrigue now has t-shirts, hats, mugs, all sorts of fun items with the Palace Intrigue logos, Deep Crown logos. We have Kate is Wonderful. We have Good Times, lots of some of the slogans from the show. If you want to go to calaroga.com or look for the link in the show notes. All this stuff supports us here behind the show, including subscriptions, which will allow you to get this show commercial free, along with hundreds of others from Calaroga Shark Media. So just check out the links in the show notes, and thank you so much for supporting us all. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made a discreet but notable change to their son Archie's birth certificate shortly after his birth. Originally recorded on May 6, 2019, the birth certificate was officially registered 11 days later and then revised on June 5th. The revision involved the removal of Meghan's first names, Rachel Meghan, from the document. Instead, it now reads, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, as reported by the Mirror. This alteration has sparked speculation about underlying tensions within the royal family, particularly involving Harry, his brother William, and their respective spouses. The Sun highlighted that this move might be seen as a snub toward the Prince and Princess of Wales, given that Kate Middleton's full name appears on all her children's birth certificates. Additionally, some interpret this change as an effort by Harry to align Meghan with his late mother, Princess Diana, who was always referred to as Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales. This move underscores the ongoing complexities and nuances within the royal family dynamics. The Daily Beast took a look at who's in and who's out of summer invites to Balmoral. King Charles, who reportedly prefers his more secluded home, Birk Hall on the Balmoral estate, has decided to open Balmoral Castle to tourists until August 4th. According to a source, Charles finds Birk Hall much more homely and cozy compared to the gigantic and institutional Balmoral Castle. The decision to open the castle to the public is also influenced by Charles' ongoing health challenges, which make the prospect of hosting large family gatherings daunting. The filming of the tours seems strategic, ending just before the start of the grouse shooting season on August 12th, an event that is significant in the Scottish Highlands. William and Andrew are expected to participate in this season's festivities, with Andrew's presence likely to include his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, and their daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie. Although William may prefer to spend time with Prince Edward, Sophie, or Princess Anne, he is reportedly not eager to clash with his father's wishes regarding the public opening of Balmoral. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are not expected to visit Balmoral this summer. A source close to King Charles dismissed any notion of their invitation, emphasizing the King's stance on public access to the estate. We mentioned yesterday that insiders report Harry and Meghan are planning on a 2-month vacation of luxury as they seek to get away from the hard life on making jam in Montecito and planning a podcast to air in 2025. The Sunday Times recently suggested that William was not initially supportive of the idea of opening Balmoral to the public, a vision Charles has long advocated. Despite William's reservations, Charles had the final say, reflecting his belief in sharing these historic sites with the public. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Leave us a review or a few stars if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.